Good morning, everybody. It's JD here at Our Dad's Garage. We are waiting. A lot of this process is a waiting game, but I've ordered a media blaster that'll go with a pressure washer, and I'm going to get under the car while I've got it up this high, and I'm going to media blast all the undercoat, the underside of the car, get all that surface rust off. And then it will show me all of the other places too where all this metal that has to be replaced will be. Once I get it cleaned up on the bottom side under here, I will be able to, I don't know if you can see that cart that I've built. That cart, I'll actually attach the body to the cart, lower it down, and be able to push the body inside the garage and work on it in there. But I have to get it cleaned up. Still a lot of cleanup to do in here too. Just more and more stuff. I've dug all of this stuff out of these fender wells. And then I want you to see all the parts that we've got out here, and a lot of this isn't still in really. Here's a good one. It's still in good shape. It's dirty and it's rusty, but still these are great. This is an inner fender panel that creates part of the wheel well inside the fender. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start cleaning these things up, and we'll disassemble all these inner fenders here and go ahead and get them cleaned up. There's not a lot of repair to be done to those, so I'm just going to brush them down with a metal brush and get all the surface rust off of them, and then probably treat them with some sort of a rust treatment. I found a couple of products that I like over the years that that do more than just paint it. It actually makes a chemical. It changes the rust to sort of an inert iron something. I don't know what it does, but it makes rust stop. That's what we want to do. So I'll treat those, and I'm going to take you inside the garage. Maybe we'll do this panel right here, and I'll show you a before and after. So while we're waiting, we've got some things we can do in the meantime. So that's what's going on today. All right, so now we're in the shop, inside the shop. It's about 39 degrees outside today, and a little bit cold for me. But inside the shop, thanks to my trusty heater up there, it's nice and toasty warm. It might be 75 in here, so that's really nice. So here's the panel that we brought in from outside that I just showed you, and it's pretty crusty. So I'm going to take a steel brush and brush that one down. And when I'm done with it, getting it cleaned up, I'm going to use this product. This is a Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's been making rust paint for years and years and years. And after you've got it brushed down and cleaned up, I want to show you. So this is the driver's side inner fender panel, and this is the passenger side, the one that I've already cleaned up, and then I just applied the Rust-Oleum product to it. That side I didn't do as much. It's a side that you'll never see. And this side you'll only see if you raise the car up off the ground. So it probably will be finished again. Now these panels, at the end of the day, I will have an undercoating done on the inside. I like that look. It's just a very clean look, but it's undercoated too, so it kind of helps to kind of deaden the road noise in a car like this. But that's the process. I'm going to show you the process of just steel brushing that and painting it, and then we'll make that panel look like that. And then we'll do all those pieces that are out in the yard too, and get everything ready for paint in several months. All right, here's our panel. And I've got this old grill. It's an old wire brush for a grill, and I just like it because it kind of gets them in clean. But that's what we're going to do, is just start brushing. Try not to create too much dust. Now this is some old undercoating that somebody else has put on there years ago, and we'll either take a flat chisel and chisel some of that off, or I've got a couple of more aggressive brushes to get after that. So we'll go after that with something else at a later time. Well, in just a minute. You can see how great that undercoating works, because that black is the original paint. So that undercoating has protected that so well that that black that's underneath it is actually still shiny. So that stuff's great. So that's the kind of thing we're going to put back on there again. Probably be good for another 70 years. Pretty good. So brush it off good. All the loose stuff out of there. And this is not a paint process, so you don't have to get it really, really clean. In fact, a little bit of rust on there actually kind of helps to kick off the chemical process. So we'll actually leave a little on there. All that cleaned off. Brush it off, and I think that's pretty clean. Okay, so again, this is the Rust-Oleum, there's several products out there like this, but that you want to find one that's got a chemical reaction with the rust. So again, this is not paint. It's just a rust treatment. So I'm not violating my don't paint in your shop rule, because it's not going to create a layer of overspray or anything like that that'll get on everything. But we'll just cover a little bit at a time. And it just immediately turns black. It's got a little bit of a color in it. I think it's just so you can kind of tell where you've already gone. But there's not enough color in it to actually create an overspray. And I lay it on there pretty thick. Even if it runs, it doesn't create like a paint run. Let that sit and soak and dry, and we'll flip it over to the back. Well, all right, so there's two panels. Both of the interior fender panels. I don't even remember which one I did first. Both sides of it. You can tell, I mean, for a fender panel, even if you did nothing else to it, but these are going to get undercoated. Even if you did nothing else to it, you could paint that and that would look just fine. Maybe not show car quality or whatever, but just wanted to show you this. I've also gone through, I've disassembled a couple of pieces of the inner fender. These are the vents. So on the old cars, you had, before air conditioning, you had vents that came from the front of the car through the engine compartment to the bulkhead, to the firewall, and then you could open or close your vent and you get fresh air blowing on you. And you can see when I got this one disassembled, it's pretty well eaten up. So I'm going to go ahead, I've treated it already with one coat of this Rust-Oleum treatment. And I'm going to arrest the rust with that, so the rust process will stop. And what I think I'm going to do with these holes is I'll lay in some fiberglass. This is against the inner fender wall, this wall here, so you'll never see it. But it is important that I don't get any engine compartment, smells or things like that into the car, which you obviously would with those kind of holes. But what we'll do then is we'll take these inner fender panels. Both of these, you can see I've already kind of started on just kind of cleaning them up. I'm probably going to sandblast them I got my sandblast kit in the mail. The Amazon guy who we're on first name basis with delivered that today. So I'll probably try that out tomorrow if it's not too cold. I don't like getting cold and wet at the same time, so probably do that. But those, if they don't get sandblasted, they will at least get brushed down in the exact same way we did the smaller panels. Of course, that'll take a whole lot longer, and I won't bore you with that video. And then there's some more panels that I've taken inside here that I'll probably go ahead and do the rust treatment on. Probably go ahead and do it even on that core support to get those things just kind of cleaned up and ready to do something with later. But that's what you do. You clean these guys up, and the metal's in really good shape. I mean, it's if you bought that panel brand new. The new re-stamped ones are not nearly as thick a metal as this. They're probably something like 18 gauge, and I don't know what this is, probably 16 gauge steel. I mean, you'd have a hard time bending that, and so even if they're eaten up with a little bit of rust on the surface rust, they're going to be a whole lot better quality to be able to reuse the originals than to even buy new ones. So that's how you do it. So we'll go through, continue to clean these things up, and work in the warm shop while it's cold outside. There's the other old girl, and that's it from our dad's garage today in the glamorous world of rust treatment.